Hello everyone. Today's video is CBSE toppers strategies that they have used to score 100%. So we had interviewed a lot of CBSE toppers. If you haven't seen the video, I'll give you the link in the description. You can watch that. And based on that, we have prepared this video on what strategies they use to score 100. And many of us also don't know that the toppers answer sheets are available on the CBSE website. So this is a very important source of information for us. And I'm going to explain today how to understand what a CBSE topper writes in the exam. How do they score actually 100? So these are practically demonstrated videos or audios I'm going to put in the description so that if you have missed the previous video of the interview, you can listen to that as well. So the CBSE, in order to promote the best learning styles, have uploaded the toppers sheets on their portal, which is called the Pariksha Sangam. Okay. So I'm going to just go through this whole Pariksha Sangam so that those who are not aware, they will be able to get the answer sheet of the toppers. तो उसमें हमें ये पता लग जाएगा कि ये टॉपर्स लिखते क्या हैं कि वो 100 मिले. What is the presentation style that they use? How have they approached the paper and so on. So I'll help you to download some papers and I'll discuss with you how to go about it. So whatever subject, all the subjects are available, whether it is CBSE class 10 or 12, right? So the first part, I'm going to demonstrate how to go to the Pariksha Sangam. So this is the Pariksha Sangam that you have to search for on the Google, right? CBSE Pariksha Sangam. You just have to type that and you are going to get the link of here, CBSE Pariksha Sangam here, right? So I'm just explaining first. So, and then I'll take you through the site so that it becomes easy for you to understand how to download the toppers papers from these sites. So Pariksha Sangam, CBSE, बस आपको type करना है Google search पे और जो first the link that is there, it will take you to the portal. So once you click on that, you should get this. तो यहाँ पे there are three categories. आप देखेंगे schools, regional office, head office, which they have named as Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. Okay, so rivers of India. So आपको क्या करना है? Schools पे click करना है because regional office and head office we are not seeing at that moment. Right now I am explaining to you the Pariksha Sangam of the schools level, right? So what you need to do is click on schools. So when you click on the schools, you will get another page where you are getting exam reference material, pre-exam activities, school DigiLocker, communication and integrated payments. So these are all the things which are already available on the CBSE portal, but very few people make use of it. So what we have to do is that we have to click on exam reference material, right? Click on exam reference material. When you click on exam reference material, another page like this is going to come, which has got examination circulars. If you're interested in that, you can read through that. Examination bylaws, ki kya kya rules hote hain. Subjects offered, jo 10th or 12th CBSE kya kya subjects offered karte hain, wo milega. What is the curriculum, syllabus, sample papers you will get, question bank you will get, and examination statistics you will get. But right now, this video is basically to explain to you the model answers by the CBSE toppers. So what you need to click is on the model answers. So this icon, you will see model answers. You are going to click on model answers. When you click on model answers, you will get an option here, model answered by candidates for the examination. You just need to select the year. So there is 1980, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, like that years will come. So preferably let's consult the previous year because that's more relatable for you when you're giving an exam in 2024. So model answered by candidate for exam 2024, I'm going to click on that link. So when you click on that link, you have the option of selecting either class 10 or class 12. So if you want class 10, you will click on class 10. If you want to click on this class 12, you will do class 12. So suppose I click on class 10 or class 12, you are going to get. So this is class 10 options. Similarly, you would have got class 12 options. So all the subjects are given here: English, Hindi, Maths, Science, Social Science. And then you just have to click the download button and you will be able to get that paper. So now I'm going to demonstrate to you how to download the paper. And then once I download the paper, I'm also going to explain to you what are the things that a topper should keep in mind and what they have kept in mind based on what they have told in the interviews, where we had interviewed almost 10 CBSE toppers across India. and also on the basis of the papers that are uploaded on the CBSE Pariksha Sangam, the following points can be kept in mind of the students and teachers so that they can advise their students and also the students who can take care of how to go about the actual paper, right? So now I'm going to take you to the actual website on, I'm going to take the demand, I'm going to go through the whole thing, right? So now I'm going to show from the beginning, actually by practically how to download it. So I'm going to, as I explained in the slides, I'm going to select CBSE Pariksha Sangam. I click on Pariksha Sangam. I'm going to get this option, Pariksha Sangam, the first icon, cbse.gov.in. I'm going to click on that. When I click on that, I'll be directed to another page, which is the CBSE Pariksha Sangam page. You will get this option as I explained here, exam reference material, pre-exam activities. I'm going to click on exam reference material, the first option that you are seeing. When I click on exam reference material, I'll get multiple options here. Right now, I'm discussing how to generate the model answers. So model answers, I'm going to click. When I get the model answers, I'm going to click on 2023, that is last year's board exams, model answered by candidates. Then I have 10 and 12. I'm going to select 10. And right now I'm going to download one paper and show you. Let me take maths of class 10, right? You could have downloaded any other subject and any other class 10 or 12. And when I click on the download, you will get the paper. Now this paper is you'll have to, the orientation is a little different, which will be difficult to read. So I just have to click on this and make it straight, right? So here I can download this, click on this and download it. And when I'm going to download it, I can click where I want it and I can save it on my laptop so that I can use it for further use. Now I'm going to take out that file and show to you. So here I have the downloaded paper in front of me. So this is the actual paper of the CBSE topper. Now, if you look at the first part, it is MCQ. You will notice that here he has written correctly and here he made a change. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि topper don't make mistakes. Sometimes during the revision it's possible, but he has cut this out very neatly and he has rotated the option. For earlier he had thought 3A7 is the answer. Now he has corrected to B3. So correction is possible, but please make sure that you are crossing it out very neatly and writing the correct answer adjacent to it. It's not possible to write two answers. So this is a very good lesson that we can learn from a person who has got 100, that mistakes can happen during the revision time. However, it can correct it, or on rethinking, he or she must have corrected this. And if you see, there is proper spacing so that there is no confusion. And very important thing, a lot of students ask, should we write the option as well as the answer? That is very important because sometimes clarity of the alphabets is not there. So the answer also helps in identifying whether the answer is correct or not. So both should be written, the correct option and the correct answer. So obviously the student has got all the answers correct. And these are all 1 mark questions. The student has very clearly written the question number, the alphabet corresponding to the correct answer and the correct answer. So both should be written. So here it is MCQ, all correct except for one change that had been done and that turned out to be correct, right? If you notice, the handwriting is not very neat, but at the same time, it is there is a lot of spacing and everything is legible. That's important. So even if it is not very neat, the lesson that we are learning is that the clarity has to be there, legibility has to be there. साफ साफ लिखेंगे ताकि examiner को कोई परेशानी. There should be no overwriting, no use of whitener. If there is a mistake, just like I showed you, there should be cut out and then written carefully. So ये हो गया section A. Now we are going to see section B. Now in the section B, one very important thing that we notice is that these are now the 2 mark questions. Now in the 2 mark questions, some people do not write formulas. Now if you look at this student, he has written the formula, section formula का formula लिखा है. So it's important that whether there is marks allotted for the formula or not, please make it a habit to write the formula. So writing of formulas is important. Whether it is section, except for A, where you write direct answers, or section A, many people actually, you should make use. When we If you haven't seen the video, the toppers were sharing that reading time, जो आपको reading time मिलता है 15 minutes, that is a very, very good time to think about which question you have to do. Options होते हैं कई question में, कौन सा option करेंगे. So that can be mentally worked out. And there are many MCQs also which can be mentally worked out. So we have seen in the examination hall that many students don't read the questions carefully and waste those 15 minutes. There are just when 10:30 they start the exam, writing the exam. But those 15 minutes of reading time should be made use of in selecting the questions. If there is an option that which question will you do, कौन सा क्वेश्चन आप करोगे, ये पहले से ही आपको थोड़ा सा आइडिया होना चाहिए, so that you don't waste time. Otherwise what will happen, you will try one, वो गलत हो जाता है, then you will try the second option. Similarly in MCQs, try to work it out mentally. Question paper पे तो वो allow नहीं करेंगे invigilator to do anything, but it's important that you work out these in this. Now if you see the whole paper, it's very, very neat. Okay, as I previously said, it may not be very good handwriting as such, but the neatness is there. Okay, so everything is neat. So look at the paper, it's neat. And as I said, formulas are written and the final answers are, he has put a box. This is very important because the final answer always carries 1 mark or half mark depending on the weightage of the question. So final answer has to be highlighted. See here, LH is equal to RHS, hence proof. These are small things. He has used an identity, so he has written that identity in the bracket. So he is a student who is not taking any chance. आधे mark भी नहीं जाने चाहिए, 1 mark. So कई लोग पूछने कि reasons लिखना है कि नहीं. So reason, see this. He has very categorically explained why this a cos theta plus b sin theta squaring, why did it become this? He has written in bracket the correct identity. Now, this is section C. We move to section C, which weightage is higher and it has to be detailed answers. This is a very, very important question and expected this year also, that is proving of numbers irrational. Root 2, root 3, root 5 irrational prove karna hai. So this is expected. So students should be able to do every year. If you look at the past 10-year papers, it has been asked every time. So nobody should go unprepared with the contradiction method, that is proving of numbers as irrational. Now, if we go further to his paper, see the geometry question, he has drawn the correct figure. Geometry questions should not be done at any cost without figure. Figure is very, very important in geometry and heights and distance. So, ये दो chapters हैं जिनमें compulsorily kindly draw the figures, even if it is given in the question paper. Kindly do that. And see, every statement that he has written, he has supported with reasons. Many students leave this and then unka 99 reh jata hai, 98, and they wonder why the marks are cut. Because remember, if your score is 100, there is a rechecking, and small things like writing units, writing reasons can be the cause of you getting 98 and 99. So these are the lessons that we can learn from a topper's paper. You can download for other subjects as well and see here. What is striking in this paper is the space that he has left after every question. The formulas is written and identities are written. Basic rough diagrams are drawn. Although there is no marks for the diagram, this has helped him to solve this speed, distance, time question very well. He is trying to make mental notes and picturizing the whole thing by drawing that diagram there or small figure there. And another thing is, this is very good that he has done. It's created a good visual impact on the examiner, that he has written the final answer. Although he has found X and Y and we don't finish it there, यहाँ पे final answer लिखना जरूरी है, and he has made it a box. He's made a box so that the examiner doesn't miss this, and it is highlighted. And then this is proving of identities in trigonometry. And here we have, definitely we are going to get a question on statistics. And in statistics, this he has used the step deviation method to find the mean. The formula has been written, right? A plus sigma fi ui by sigma fi into h. The formula has been written. The assumed mean he has highlighted here, A. He has found out ui, fi ui, all the sigma fi ui, all details are here, and then he has substituted. And he has found his answer in 3 places of decimals. Again, the symbol of a very good student. He has not done in 2, he has done in 3 places of decimals, and then he has rounded off to 2 places. So although we say do 2, he has gone beyond that, done 3 places, and then found the answer, and then rounded off his final answer, because he knows that he doesn't want to lose any marks. And these are heights and distance, which are definitely going to come. This can come as a case study. This can come as a 5-mark question. So it's very, very important that you go through all the solved examples and the questions in the textbook. There is only one exercise and there are only 4-5 examples. So kindly go through those, learn up the values of tan properly, tan 30, tan 45, tan 60, because only 30, 45 and 60 is there in the course this time as far as heights and distance is concerned. So at least you should know tan values. You know why? Because most of the questions we use tan, but you should also at the moment use sine and cos, all the values. So sine 30, cos 30, tan 30, sine, cos, tan 30, 45, 60. These three values you should memorize. And if you are not able to memorize, at least you should know how to make the table for sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, and cot. Of course, in heights and distance, we always advise use either sine, cos, or tan. And see, all the answers are highlighted in the box. He has written the units correctly. Diagram is drawn for geometry. And except for that first MCQ, I don't find any cutting and crossing anywhere in the paper. He or she is very sure of what has to be done. The highlighting is done accurately and giving no chance for the examiner to cut marks anywhere. So you see, this is a quadratic, both answers have been written. And here very nicely, the conclusion has been written that speed cannot be negative. So this is rejected or neglected. And we have excess 36. And therefore, the average speed of the train is 36 km/h. So leaving nothing to chance, all figures drawn, answers are highlighted, minimal cutting and crossing, right? And getting correct answers. Now see, there is a rough work he has done. This can be done in the right page of the answer, the right column. Here we can draw here a rough column, or you can also make use of the last page. The last page can also be, you will not get separate answer sheets for as a rough page, because some schools, we tend to give extra sheets as rough sheets, which can be used for calculation. But in the board exam, remember, no extra sheets for rough work will be given. Of course, if your answer sheet is finished, you can take another one. But before that, simultaneously, you will not be able to ask for an answer sheet for doing rough work. So you need to make a rough column, or you can make use of the right margin for doing your basic calculations. So this is why we wanted to show you the paper is that all subjects are available, and it is important that we understand the psyche of a topper. What are the things that he or she keeps in mind while writing the paper? Because remember, everybody has 3 hours. It's important that we complete the paper. The presentation is important. I am really liking the fact that all the formulas are being written with clarity, substituting and getting correct answers along with the proper units, right? So there is a lot of explanation, and the answers in all the questions. There is no question I'm seeing of this student where formula is not written, even for probability, number of favorable outcomes by total number of outcomes. So I'm sure this has helped you, and you will be able to plan out your paper in a much better way when you are giving the board exam. So I have shown you, downloaded and shown you one maths paper, but you can download the other papers and see that how a topper has written the answers to the questions. Because sometimes when we see the questions, our frame of mind is that we do it in a certain way. But when we compare it with the answer sheets, the answers that have been given by a topper, we will understand what are the mistakes we are making. So we can learn a lot from these toppers sheets which are uploaded in the CBSE Pariksha Sangam. So all the best. I am sure you will find this very useful. And as I said, if you haven't seen the video with the interview of the CBSE toppers, I'll give you in the link description. And for more updates, you can keep subscribing my channel. So because I keep on getting messages about, sir, why don't you do this? Why don't actually most of the videos are based on CBSE or any protocols I keep posting, but they miss it because they don't subscribe it. So you can subscribe, and then you will keep getting the updates, because normally I put anything that is useful for the students and educators every week. I am putting up a video. So I'm sure that if you subscribe, then you will not have this problem of finding what is what. So thank you, and all the best to everyone.